Hi, I'm Elly Gwyn, also known as the Goddess of Grub, and welcome to the Grub Club. This week on the Grub Club, we are going to be making Chipotle lime fish tacos. Now, when I say fish tacos, a lot of the kids will go, "Ew, I don't like fish." But I'm gonna show you some tips on flavors so that you can make them. This is also going to be a freezer meal, so you guys will be able to pull this out of your freezer, put it in your frying pan, easy, done. Since it's spring, finally, we are going to have the girls come in and we are going to talk about some fun subjects. We're also going to do the Booby of the Week award. And we are also going to make sangria for you so that when you're trying to get your kids to eat what they don't like, you can have a drink. So it'll help. It'll help move things along. So welcome to the Grub Club and let's get started. Okay, we are back and we are going to be making the Chipotle lime fish tacos, and my girls are here, my A-team, Alicia and Annette are here. Alicia is a life and business coach with Heels Coaching, and Annette is mother of 5 boys, most importantly, and she also sells Arbonne products, which are botanically based skin products. So yeah, I know, they're awesome. So we were talking about making easy, fast, healthy meals. So first of all, we have to do that. So we are going to, remember, I don't use bowls, only baggies. So Ziploc is my best friend.
Keep it easy.
Keep it easy. So we are going to have Alicia start doing that, and then we're going to talk about some salsa or pico or whatever you want to call it. But
amazing.
Amazing. So Alicia, this is the easiest freezer meal you'll ever make.
So it's Chipotle
So you're going to
lime
put, you're going to put 4 tilapia fillets. That's the word I'm looking for. And she's going to, what are you doing?
do
more.
Okay.
Yep, more.
That's the Chipotle.
Yes, the Chipotle. So you're going for at least a tablespoon and a half on that one.
I can put that on pork. And
So
the
you've
family
done
loves
3.
4.
Okay, perfect. And then do a teaspoon of the rancher rub, which is my favorite. I love the rancher rub because it only has 170 milligrams of sodium. Versus salt at 560. Wow. And if you don't know, part of my story is that I lost 130 pounds as well. So I have learned to cook, and it was out of necessity. Trust me, I
knew her when.
And I loved Kraft mac and cheese out of the box. Okay, but your family is much better. Not only do you get more time with your kids at the dinner table, they do better in school. It's a bunch of stuff. Okay, you are eating healthy. Don't forget your grapeseed oil, baby.
Okay. How much of this are we putting?
So we're going to do about a tablespoon, because what happens is, what I want to tell you. Oh, what's up? Okay, that's good. She's not as good at free pour.
I eyeball it.
I know. What I want to talk to you is, when you buy the fish in the frozen section of your grocery, they're little itty-bitty, tiny pieces of tilapia, right? I'm sure you've all bought them, and if that's your budget, that's fine, no problem. But you're going to want to do this frozen, because you cannot refreeze fish. So if it's fresh, you put it in the baggie and freeze it. If it's frozen, you put it in the baggie while it's frozen. You do your seasoning, and we're going to put our little label on there.
And then you stick it back in the freezer.
So it never
And then
thaws.
you put it back in the freezer so it doesn't thaw, correct. Okay, and the fish, we talked about massaging your meat last week, and this is a more gentle massage.
Gentle, Alicia. Gentle.
Yeah,
I like deep tissue.
there you go. All right, awesome. And then we'll get our baggie over there, Annette. Okay. And we're going to double bag that. And the reason we do this is because the ink will run, and then you won't know what in the world you've got in there.
Or how to cook it.
Or how to
those
cook
are the
it.
instructions right there.
Exactly. So you don't have to pull out the
So
recipe.
how do these people get your labels for your recipes?
So what you do is you would attend a freezer meal. So that is the nice part, is you get a group of friends together, you have a glass of wine, you put 10 meals together. Each of them serve 4 people, and it's $3 a serving. So it's really inexpensive for easy, healthy, or certified organic products from Wild Tree. my favorite company. So that's going to go in the freezer.
And you can do freezer meals not even in this area, because I know
Yeah.
you've done Skype
Yep, you
freezer
sure can.
meals, and you ship everything to them,
Right.
and you just are on Skype telling them what to do.
That's right. So if you have a family in Colorado and you want to get your brothers and sisters and mom and dad and whatever involved, we can certainly do that as well. So this is what the fish actually will look like when it comes out. And there you go. Awesome. Beauty.
When we pull it out of the bag.
Pull out of the bag. You don't have to put it on the plate. You can just take it right from the bag and we're going to put it in the pan. But in the meantime, I want to talk to you a little bit about salsa.
One of my most favorite things to eat.
Now you totally can take it out of the jar and pour it and it's fine. I like to make mine fresh because I think it really tastes good. And mine's more of a pico because what I do is I take all the seeds out of the tomato. So that's where we're going to start with the tomato there, Annette. There's some fresh cilantro.
I've never taken seeds out of a
Okay,
tomato.
so you're going to cut the top. Perfect. And then Alicia, why don't you grab that pan?
Go ahead and get started on our
And then we'll get that little burner going. I think it's
So I have an
this one.
8-month-old. She is starting to eat table food, and so fish is not something that a lot of kids like.
Right.
So how are you recommending that we get our kiddos to eat fish?
I recommend you hide it.
Wait, what if we trick them? What if everything's chicken?
Everything's chicken.
Everything's chicken.
Everything is chicken. And even when I tell them it's a different thing, no, it's chicken, Mommy.
And I'm not kidding. Sometimes you just have to do that. Sometimes, because I think even my mom, I said to her, oh, I'm making fish tacos on the Grub Club. And she said, oh. And I said, Mom, I've made them before and you loved them. She goes, oh, I did? So it's one of those things where if they don't know, they're not really going to notice.
Yeah, my sister hates fish, but you just don't tell.
My dad was a deer hunter.
And tilapia is very mild. So it's not going to be a fishy flavor.
They look gorgeous.
Your fish should not taste fishy. And the difference between the frozen, they're a little tiny, and these, look at how beautiful and thick and wonderful those are. So that's what fresh tilapia
Great, so
should
just
look
tell
like.
Liv it's chicken.
Chicken.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I always say, when you're trying to train your kids, train them young, early, get them to take a no thank you bite. So I do a no thank you bite. So at least they have to take one bite.
They have to
see
try
if
it.
They have to at least try it.
Okay.
And it takes about 5 introductions of the same food
I
to
heard that,
actually
Before giving up and saying they
to
don't.
actually get them to like it. So
It's 5 screaming fits before they like.
don't
Five
give
no
up.
thank you bites.
You'll have sangria. Don't worry, it'll be fine. All right, so she.
Life is good
All
with
right, so Annette,
At the top.
I'm going to let you do this after I show, but you're
Okay.
going to do the.
I've never taken seeds out of tomato in my entire life.
Yeah. And I do that because I don't really like the seeds in it. So you remember last week when we did pears, I told you to cut the pear in half and then you were left with a wedge like this. It's the same thing, okay? So you're going to do it the same way if you're doing an apple, a pear, I don't care what it is. If you want to core something, you're going to do that. And then we're going to get a spoon.
Spoon.
And
Like a spoon?
yeah, we'll get that in a second.
Okay.
And while I get Alicia started on the fish.
Okay.
All right, awesome.
Hello, I'm Mary Ann Takis. I'm a certified Christian life coach and the owner of Coaching Women for Life. As a mom who's experienced a catastrophic illness with one of her children, I understand what it's like to face significant challenges. It's my goal to come alongside women who are feeling stuck or overwhelmed to help them find clear direction and to discover hope. Contact me at my website, coachingwomenforlife.com, by phone at 419-304-0432, and be sure to like us on Facebook.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Let me just put this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, which makes your facility safe and more efficient. We recommend smart solutions, and people get where they're going. We bring new ideas and help you build your business. Fast Signs offers more than signs and graphics. We're innovators, planners, and designers, and we're more than ready to help. For more information or to request a consultation, visit fastsigns.com.
So we are going to be frying our fish now while Annette is actually working on the salsa. And I will make sure to have the ingredients. And if you have a favorite recipe that you like and you want me to use it or wild tree-eyes it, just put it up on the Facebook page, The Goddess of Grub, on Facebook. And the easy way to tell whether or not your oil is hot is I take a little water, stand back, Lish, and you hear that sizzle? Mm-hmm. All right, that sizzle means it's ready to go, so you can rock and roll on that.
Okay.
Put those in there. And fish fries pretty quick, and I'll show you how to tell when it's done. Let's see, I don't know if we're going to fit. Okay.
Everything as soon as you agree?
Yep, absolutely.
I feel like I'm being tested on my onion cutting.
Okay, now you remember how I showed you to do it.
I sliced it this
Oh,
way.
awesome. You were cutting the top off,
Yep.
and then we are going to cut the whole onion in half.
Right.
And then that's what it looks
And
like.
then I
So
go on the little
then
lines.
she's made a horizontal slice,
Right.
and
I
now
did
she's
that.
doing vertical. Very good.
I like how they have little roadmap lines for you.
Exactly. The onion tells you
It's
what
like
to do.
Follow the dots.
Listen to your food. Actually, we should have an apron.
Okay, and then I
spatula.
sizzle, like cut this way.
Yep, and then you cut that way. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
These are definitely sharper than my knives at home.
Yeah. And so what Annette did was she scooped all the seeds out, and that's really because it's truly a pico rather than a salsa, pico de gallo. So, and I don't really like the seeds. It's a texture thing for me. Don't
I
really
like
care for
the seeds, so I keep it
Leave
in
them
there.
in then. Not a big deal. You can't really screw this up. And I will tell you, you can put all your ingredients in a quart baggie. Okay. Can you grab that freezer meal? I was going to show them something. So everything but the tomato can go in this baggie, and you can pre-make your salsa. Open that up for me. So we can,
Scoop this in.
yep. Do a tomato.
Keep your fingers. So okay,
No,
we're not.
you're going to go ahead and slice them. Oh, that's right. They don't go in. You're
They
right.
don't go in.
All right, so onion.
You're confusing me.
Okay. And then we're going to put our garlic in, our lime juice, our grapeseed oil goes
Crying.
in.
I'm going for the water.
Uh-oh. Let's see if that works. Okay.
Okay, all better.
We're going to chop some garlic and put it there. And then what you're going to do, you're going to close that inner one. And then you can just stick that in there so that when you pull that out, all you have to do is seed and slice your tomatoes, and it's easy peasy.
And you add to the bag when
And
you
how
get
much
it.
Absolutely.
garlic? How much garlic am I putting in?
I always put about 2 cloves in something like that.
Okay, I got one.
I know. Do you remember how I showed you to do the garlic though?
I cut the ends
Nope,
off.
you just smash it. Put
This
the,
way or this way?
Okay, put the knife on it. Like that. Smash. Hit it. There you go.
It's an aggression
There you go.
tactic.
And then you just have to,
When I
yeah.
yell at the kids, just smash your garlic.
There you go. Yeah, and see how that just pops right out of there. And then it goes in here.
Cool.
Yeah,
Put it
awesome.
in my little garlic roller.
So
I
how's
do
our
it.
fish here? Do we need to turn it?
It's not yet. You want to wait until it's really pretty white around the edges, and then you can flip it, and then we'll show you with the fork when it's done. Cilantro. I want to talk about cilantro for a second. Some people hate it. Some people love it. It's one or the other. There's no in between.
We love it at
Kind of
our
like
house.
I guess it's kind of like a guy. It's like you either hate them or you love them. It's one of the two. It depends on the day, right? So cilantro, you want to make sure, because they pick this and it's full of dirt. So I have rinsed this off and let it dry a little bit. And then all you got to do really is go like that and twist. It goes flying a little bit. That's okay. And then we're going to leave it all rolled up like this.
So that's the part. We don't want this part?
You can use it.
I'm all about not wasting food. Did you notice?
Yeah, right. But that's enough. You're gonna have extra left. So you're gonna roll it in a ball, and you're just gonna go like this.
Okay, I've been doing that right, so I'm excited that out of all the things we've done, I've been doing wrong. I'm doing something
No,
right.
I completely do that one too.
Yeah,
You don't have to agree so quickly.
I know. That's making a lot of noise.
Stir up cilantro,
All right. So you're gonna cut that up. That's all gonna go in the baggie for you, as well as the garlic and lime. So I'll talk to you a little bit about the lime. The lime, if it's kind of hard to feel like it's not super mushy, what you're going to do is you're going to roll it really hard.
Here, right?
Yep. Really hard on the surface like that. And that releases the juices from the fibers in the lime.
So far in the baggie for the salsa, we have onion, we have garlic, and we have cilantro, and we're adding lime.
And we put a little garlic grapeseed oil in, my favorite.
A tablespoon?
Yep, tablespoon, and you're going to put about a teaspoon of that in.
A teaspoon of the ranchero rub.
Rancher's rub.
Rancher's steak rub. I love put it on everything.
Now, if your lime is super hard, then you actually can pop it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and that'll kind of loosen that up.
Good
Yep.
to know.
And the other way, the fun way to do
I think
it,
it would explode or something.
is you can stick a fork right in there, and you squeeze and twist at the same time, and look all that juice that comes out.
Huh. Is that better than just squeezing it?
You can, but sometimes when they're not super soft, it's hard. So you see how I'm really just releasing all those juices out of there. Like that. Perfect. All right. You got it.
Release.
I know. You got all that in. That's awesome. And then then I said it makes it so easy, so then all you really have to do is your tomatoes, which, takes a little while. Okay. Our fish is getting white, so I know this one, at least these two need to be flipped.
So I'm confused at what I'm doing
Spatula?
with this.
Oh, we forgot the jalapeno. I'll show you in a minute.
Okay, jalapeno.
Okay, you get a spatula. Can you get a spatula for her? Okay. You got it. Awesome. So you're going to flip your fish.
Everybody stand back.
Yeah.
Does that work on medium heat or what's
Yeah,
on?
it's medium heat. It's on a 6.
Okay.
And guess
Now-
what?
Right.
You're going to take all this with your fork and break it apart and put it in a taco anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So that's fine.
Okay.
And then I'll show you. That's almost done. So the jalapeno.
Okay.
I have a new toy. I like new
Oh
toys.
my word.
This is a jalapeno corer.
Never
Okay?
knew there was such a thing.
Ever.
Never knew there was a
It
thing.
looks like a cute,
Yeah.
really cute.
So you're going to actually chop the top of that off with that. Okay. And then you're going to stick that in there like this.
Never heard
All the
of
way down.
such a thing.
And then you're going to just squeeze this thing and turn it. Let's see if it works this time. And
Wow.
it's going to release that.
The seeds just come.
Normally it's not this hard. I don't know what's going on. Usually it comes right
Because you're
out.
trying to show us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Murphy's Law.
Because we're trying to figure it out and we can't. There we go.
Yeah, it's almost there. I don't know why it's
The
not doing
bottom's
it.
stuck.
I know, it is. All right.
This fish smells delightful.
Anyway,
Okay, so then what?
so here's why I do this. So you're going to have your knife and you're just going to cut it in half and then you're going to slice it like you normally would.
Yeah.
I take the core out first so that I can control the heat, okay? So if you like it hot, you chop the whole thing up and put it in, seeds and all. If you don't, do half of it, taste it, make sure you like it, and then move on. So
so I'm
that's
gonna go like
the story
that.
with the jalapeno. Yeah, put them in small slices.
Like
Very
that?
small. Okay, how's your fish doing?
Good.
Okay, let's get our plate. I think it's done. And let me get a fork.
Okay, there's a plate
Plate
behind you.
right behind you.
So
Okay.
seeds if you want it hot, no seeds if you don't.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
Now
this is
sometimes the
kind of
jalapeno will be hot in itself. It's not going to be super mild.
I can
But
see
here's,
that.
wait a second. Here's how you tell it's done. If you see how that just flakes away? It's super easy. That's how you know it's done.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
So take that out of
This is
there. I'll
maybe
hold your
medium
pan
hot
for
because
you.
there's some seeds and some not seeds.
And then you can do your whole thing if you want. And
So I put this in here if I want it hot.
if you want it hot, yeah. You're going to chop it up pretty small because you don't want big chunks of hotness.
Big chunks of hot with that bite.
I like big chunks of hotness, but you know what I'm saying. All right, perfect, awesome, beautiful. Let's set that over there, and then after our girl talk, then we'll be eating some tacos. Now, if you don't have Wild Tree products at home, you can certainly order them from me. But you can also use, I love to use the ancho pepper. So you just do salt and pepper and then the ancho, and then you fry it up in your oil and it's good to go. All right? So when we come back, we are going to be doing some girl talk. I have an interesting subject that came
You
up.
always do.
And we're going to be doing the booby of the week.
Cheers.
My Favorite Gardener is a full-service landscape company serving Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan since 2004. Design, installation, and maintenance, both commercial and residential, with over 25 years experience in the area. Hardscapes, including patios, walkways, retaining walls, fire pits, anything you can dream. Greenscape installation and maintenance include pruning of trees, shrubs, and perennials. We offer a long-term, low-maintenance solution for getting the garden of your dreams. My Favorite Gardener, 419-690-1026, offering practical and affordable solutions for your outdoor spaces.
Hello, I'm Marianne Takis. I'm a certified Christian life coach and the owner of Coaching Women for Life. As a mom who's experienced a catastrophic illness with one of her children, I understand what it's like to face significant challenges. It's my goal to come alongside women who are feeling stuck or overwhelmed to help them find clear direction and to discover hope. Contact me at my website, coachingwomenforlife.com, by phone at 419-304-0432, and be sure to like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Grub Club. I've got my girls, my A-team, Annette and Alicia, and we're going to do a little chick-chat, girl talk, whatever you want to call it.
Wait, but I have to tell you about the wine that we're drinking right now because I think it's so perfect because this is Wilson Daniels wine from New Zealand, but I love the name. It's called Frenzy, which is my life with 5 boys. So
it's just like her hair, frenzied.
It matches.
That's right.
My life.
Exactly.
I think I need to have it at night, every night.
So the one thing I wanted to tell you guys was I was at someone's house having a conversation with a gentleman that I've never met, and there was a bunch of us, but he made the comment, as you both know, I lost 130 pounds, so I was way overweight. And he made the comment that, well, anybody can be thin if they want to. And I'm like, oh, really? Do tell. So he compared it, oddly enough, to a concentration camp. Like, everybody there's thin.
That is sick.
I'm like, yeah, anyone can starve to death.
Who is this guy?
I can't even say. It's just, yeah, it's insane.
Like, you don't choose to go to a concentration?
It was ridiculous. So
And
anyway.
there's people that their genetic makeup, or
Right.
there's different diseases, or
So
And it's something that some people can't control.
Right. And we talked about that, being predispositioned to things, and
I think you're predispositioned to a certain weight, but not like underweight by
well, and there is a line. I mean, there's people that
90% of
then
your
there's
weight.
the other side of the equation that they use it as a crutch, right?
Yep.
So I mean,
But this is so hysterical because
it's mental too. It's
Yeah.
it's mental. It's all
and
those
it's
things wrapped into
lifestyle
one.
choices.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, so this is funny because I was, as Elly has mentioned, I was following with a customer because I do Arbonne skincare, and so I was, asking how she liked the products, and she's like, I'm sorry, I just can't buy the products because it made me gain 10 pounds. I'm like, really?
What?
Does it have anything to do with your caloric intake?
Yeah, how many calories are in the eye cream?
Maybe the muffin tops from the muffins.
Wow, that's classic.
Yes, because I know that eye cream
I'm
just
like, there was
puts it on.
nothing I could say to them. Okay then.
Like you can't even argue that.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Yeah, I think she'll be getting her.
Don't eat your skincare. Put it on your skin.
Exactly.
Wow, that's interesting.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Exactly. Yes. So that was an interesting conversation, and he probably should get boob of the week, but we might just give it to your
I know,
gal.
I'm torn. Maybe
I know.
Can we give 2 boobs
I know.
of the week?
Maybe.
I think it would work because
And
they're
if
both
you
like,
have a boob of the week, I want you to please put it on the Facebook page. It's the Goddess of Grub at Facebook, and just
to
boob
our
of the week.
boobs of
To
the
our
week.
boobs of the week. There
You
you
should
go.
always have 2 boobs.
That's right.
Well, that only makes sense.
We'll be right back, and we'll be tasting our fish tacos and making that sangria that I kept telling you about.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Over 12,000 financial advisors. Over $700 billion in assets under care.
Let me just put this away.
How did Edward Jones get so big?
Could you teach our kids that trick?
By not acting that way.
Okay, last quarter.
It's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing.
Every day, Fast Signs helps businesses with their visual communications. We ask the right questions, which makes your facility safe and more efficient. We recommend smart solutions, and people get where they're going. We bring new ideas and help you build your business. Fast Signs offers more than signs and graphics. We're innovators, planners, and designers, and we're more than ready to help. For more information or to request a consultation, visit fastsigns.com.
So if I were making this meal, Mexican, my family would demand guacamole. And is there any way to do the avocado with your pits flying through the air? Because mine always do.
Yes, there is actually. So we've cut this all the way around, and then we're going to twist that off just like that. And I would not recommend it holding in your hand. I would sit it down, and then you're just going to take the knife like this, and then you're just going to twist it. Now watch, it's not going to work.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, see? Boy, I'm not having very good luck today.
And it cracks right open.
Yeah. Normally you just stick it in, it twists out, and then your pit is on your knife, actually.
Mine just goes flying through the air.
All right, so that's how you would do that.
Awesome.
Pretty easy. And then what you're going to do your shells. Now, you can do plain shells. You don't have to do this, but what I like to do, I kind of like them a little crispy. So I take my little grapeseed oil that's in my mister, and I do that, and then I'm going to put that tortilla in, and then I'm going to respray.
So we don't spray the other side. That's good to know.
The pan spray.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, you let this cook and you flip, and then they look like this. So I've prepared my little taco here, and I'm going to actually grab some salsa because I love this salsa. Sour cream, guacamole.
Salsa.
Yeah, just like you would a taco.
Yep.
Yeah, super
Perfect.
easy. And then we're going to show you sangria in just 1 second. But I want to taste this. Messy but good.
That is awesome.
Those are really good.
I like it with the
And I
shell.
swear to you, cannot tell they're fish, okay?
I like it with the harder shell.
Yeah, I do too. So our sangria, very, very simple. We took a bottle of red wine. Cheap is probably better because you're mixing it. Yeah, exactly. And we put a little orange in it, a little lime, and then we're going to put a bottle of the Wild Tree Sangria in there.
Yum.
And bingo, that's it.
It looks good.
That-
Just the fruit in there makes it look yummy.
So
Yeah.
would you chill that for a couple hours?
I would chill that for a couple hours, let the fruit soak the alcohol in. Exactly.
Go for the fruit.
This is amazing.
Exactly right. So then we are going to, when you do your guac, we also have a guacamole seasoning. So
Which
you just
is bad.
take your avocado apart, take the skin out, and then you're going to put that in, and then you have guacamole. So
Awesome.
Pretty awesome. This is a great healthy meal that even the kids will like. I promise you, give it a try. You can hide it or not. And we have our wonderful sangria. And join us next week. I am going to actually do Girls on the Grill. So my A-team and I are going to be on the grill, and it's going to be amazing. Don't forget our Facebook page. It's The Goddess of Grub at Facebook. And post anything you want, comments, Boob of the Week, because we'll be doing that.
Suggestions,
Exactly. We'll be doing Boob of the Week every week. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.